Today, we're gonna do an epic review of the Bellroy Tokyo Messenger Bag 14-inch. In this review, we're gonna break this bag down and show you the pros and the cons of what it can fit, what it can't. It's this magnet, silky smooth, good feel to it. Metal hardware, which I've got some thoughts about. But in case it's not for you, you're gonna wanna stick around to the end of the video because then I'll bring up these guys, which are some alternative messenger recommendations that might better suit your needs. We will see you later. Let's start by talking about the gist of the Bellroy Tokyo Messenger Bag 14-inch. If you like beautiful, kind of quirky, urban work gear, then you are going to freaking love Bellroy. They're from Australia, and they're known for their beautiful designs, gorgeous aesthetic, and bags that always have a sneaky amount of functionality. Some of the top features of this bad boy are the ability to be carried as a messenger or as a tote / briefcase, a quick access front pocket that has a little gusset to divide the two sides, a magnetic fidlock opening, which I've got some thoughts about. We'll talk about that one chapter from now. Luggage, pass-through holder, and a main compartment that has a couple of internal water bottle holders and a zippered laptop compartment, which is interesting, very interesting. The Bellroy Tokyo Messenger Bag currently comes in 3 color options. This one is Everglade, which I love because I'm from Florida. Go Heat. But it should be noted that Bellroy is always bringing new colors in and retiring old colors, so be sure to take a look at their website to see what's currently available. It should be noted there are 2 sizes. This is the 14-inch version, which is actually 14 liters as well. But there's also a 16-inch version, which has 18 liters capacity. I'll admit 14 liters can be a little bit tight for EDC. This is for somebody who's a professional. You don't carry a ton of gear, and you're not looking for a bag that can fit a lot more gear in those times that you need it. For dimensions, we're looking at about 17 inches wide. When it's closed shut, you got a height of around 13 inches and a couple inches of depth. According to the Bellroy website, this bag weighs 750 grams, and I hate that. Who the frick measures bags in grams? So 750 grams is 1.6 pounds, which is exactly what we're getting on our scale. Grams, what are they, freaking drug dealers? This is the bag when it's empty, and this is the bag when it's fully packed out and worn on me. For reference, I'm 5'8", and this is when it's fully packed out and worn on our media manager, Margaret, who is 5'2". And don't worry, we're gonna pack it out throughout this entire review so you can see exactly what it fits. Bellroy's warranty in the carry community is controversial. Did you know you're controversial? You respond in controversy? Because it's only 3 years, which some people hate and some people are cool with. And for all that, this messenger comes in at a heftier price tag of around $228 US. You're controversial in many ways. But if at any point in this time you find yourself thinking, dude, $228 for that? Take me to Tokyo, babe, I'm all in. And you're gonna make a purchase, or you wanna find out more information, we do ask that you do so using the first link in the description below. Reason being, that link makes sure that you get the best price, and we oftentimes have discount codes. But that link also helps to support the Nomads Nation YouTube channel and team, so we can keep making the best bag reviews in the world. Thank you very much. Okay, let's start by talking about the outside of the Bellroy Tokyo Messenger Bag. First up is the aesthetic, which if you want to criticize Bellroy about things, be my guest, but their aesthetic is it's untouchable. These bags are gorgeous. Next up is this fabric. This is beta nylon. Nylon is great because it's a bit more rugged and durable than polyester and more abrasion resistant, and it's quite weather resistant. It's got this really cool, like crinkly look to it, but when you get in there, you can see it's actually a very fine weave, and it just perfectly goes hand in hand with that Bellroy quirky urban look. Branding, pretty subtle. This is actually Eco-Tan leather. I believe you're leather, but my nose doubts it. Now we'll talk about this front pocket in the next section. First up, we'll discuss one part about the outside that's very interesting is notice on either side, no external water bottle holders. Why did I do that? Well, because I want to show you why. Like, that's what you get with no external water bottle holders. A little more like flushness and like seamlessness. And if you're like, but dude, I really want external water bottle holders, I'm gonna be like, maybe don't get a messenger then. I've seen messengers that do have it. I just don't always think it works very well, especially on a smaller one like this, 14 liters. I don't know though, like let me know in the comments below. Should a messenger have external water bottle holders? Maybe 1, 2, none? What's your vote? Let me know. Moving on to the back, we got the luggage pass-through holder. Halle Berry, hallelujah. Bellroy has finally started adding luggage pass-through holders to their bags. Rumor has it, to all their bags soon. And such a feature makes this a worthy travel companion. Next up for carrying, you have 2 options, shoulder strap and hand handles. And both are pretty legit. The shoulder strap is made of a really nice nylon webbing, silky smooth, good feel to it. And the strap itself has a decent amount of padding, actually a nice amount of padding. I like what's going on here. I liked everything about the comfort of this messenger as I was wearing it outside. Only one thing is I did get a little bit of slippage off the shoulder, which always happens on messenger bags, but I wouldn't say the slippage was anything like super terrible, as this material does offer, not really, there's not a lot of grip. It's silky smooth, that's nice, but not a heavy amount of grippage going on the lining of the shoulder strap. Padding, that was the word, padding. Nailed it. But good thing is if you're like, I don't wanna go in shoulder strap mode, I wanna do freaking briefcase mode today, dude. I got a business meeting, I gotta look legit. You can take these things off, metal hardware, premium, looks great, feels great, but I will admit, what would have been extra great is if there was some sort of back zippered pocket right here. I know that like these things are harder than it sounds, but it would be so sick if there was just like a little, like even just like a little sleeve or a place to slip something. Would have been cool. Hand mode, also pretty legit. I will say though, like I'm 5'8", I'm not the tallest dude, and my hands, as you can see, they fit through here, but there's not a lot of room to spare. So if you're like a bigger dude with like meaty paws, you know, and you want to go in briefcase mode a lot with this thing, like, you know, this is that's the space you're kind of dealing with. Now let's talk about something that I kind of like, but I kind of don't like, but I kind of do like. And that's the inclusion of this Fidlock magnetic hardware right here. Fidlock is a magnetic hardware company. They make, like, if there's magnets that attach to things in cool ways, Fidlock probably made it. And you can see we have the female piece and the male piece, and the gist of it is you just kind of slide it in and oh, that's nice, right? And the thing is, it's nice when it's nice, but it's a little annoying when it's not nice. Like sometimes you get, it's just a little like finicky to like find the spot. That's always the problem with these particular Fidlock pieces. I've seen them on a lot of backpacks, a lot of messengers. So it's just sometimes like, you gotta like, oh, where is it? And then you get it, or you don't. Or you do. I will say you'll build the habit probably over time, hopefully. Just something to be aware of. But I will say I love how Bellroy included this leather pull tab, which just makes it easier to release. It's just the putting it back in that can sometimes be cumbersome. That should take care of the outside. Let's talk about the inside of the Bellroy Tokyo Messenger 14-inch. Let's talk about pockets. Front pocket here, accessible with a YKK zipper, not PU coated. And also you got like this little like riverbed like right here. Like, so if the rain comes down, it might be like, hey, let's have a little party there. But on the bright side, YKK make the best zippers in the game. It's got this nice little leather pull tab, very sophisticated feel, very smooth zipper. And then you can see we're in. We got 2 compartments divided by this little gusset. And then this side has 2 pen holders. And don't you worry, we're gonna pack it out, but I wanna talk about the main compartment first, and then we'll pack it all out together. Let's get into the main compartment, Fidlock. You've got some structure around these edges here, which is good because like if this is like all floppy, it's already kind of a tighter axis. It usually is with messengers, right? So if it's like floppy, you'd be like, what the hell? But like when now, like because of that structure, like opening it is significantly easier. In the main compartment, you have a zippered mesh pocket right here, 2 side pockets that are like the whole width of this, and the zippered laptop pocket right here, which I don't think I've seen before. Not like this, at least. Bellroy's always taking chances. I love that. Okay, now we pack it out. All right, so this is definitely a work bag. So I got a bunch of like everyday carry, I'm going to work stuff. Let's pack it out. Let's start with the laptop compartment, the fascinating zippered laptop compartment. Remember, there's 2 sizes of this bag, the 14-inch and the 16-inch. This is the 14-inch. The laptop compartment itself, nice little padding here, little bit of padding there. I'm gonna admit, it's a decent amount of padding. And my 13-inch MacBook Pro slides right in. The zipper gives you a little extra peace of mind or a little extra an agitation to kind of like get your laptop in and out. I think it's a good amount of padding. It's not the most well-protected messenger laptop compartment I've ever reviewed. I might recommend like double wrapping this guy, especially if you got a 13-inch because it's got a little bit more room to spare. Main compartment, you know, look how dark it is in there, right? Like this is the thing with messengers. Sometimes they might have side access so you can open it up like that, but this one doesn't. So, you know, it's a little bit of a black hole. Thank God the light materials do help to give it a highlight effect, but also it's quite small. So, you know, it's not that big of a deal. I'm gonna throw a hoodie on bottom, water bottle holder on the side. This is a what are you? A 22 ounce, it's more than that, it's like 24 ounce. Columbia. You can see it fits in the side water bottle pocket, no problem. Let's say we're double hydrating. I also got a 1 liter Yeti. Will that fit on the other side? It will. Nice, so if you carry like a bigger water bottle, you should be fine to carry it. Only thing to note is like, notice how tall this Yeti is, right? It's kind of peeking out the top. And then the way this bag folds over, will it close? Kind of. You see how the Yeti is like there? It's like, nah, dude, you ain't closing. But it did close. So I'd say if you have a water bottle that's as tall as this Yeti, it's probably not gonna be a perfect fit for the 14-inch version of this bag. But the Columbia, very nice. In the zippered mesh pocket, I'm gonna throw some meds, hero clip. Then in the main compartment, we can stuff some more stuff. I got an external hard drive, umbrella. I'm gonna put that in the other water bottle pocket side, actually. Yeah, that's nice. Tech pouch, and maybe I can get my over-the-head headphones in there. Yeah, you know, it's tight. It's tight. It's a little guy. It's not his fault. He was born this way. But yeah, we got it in there, and then you can see the fid lock gives the bag a nice tight lock. Now I really packed this thing out, and you can see like that's locked in place, but it's a little bit harder to get undone. Oh, you can do one of these. Oh, that's nice. Okay, thank you, Bellroy. That helps. Now for the front, and you can see we really decked out the main compartments, so there's not as much room here, but what I like is that Bellroy actually is like, or is there, because these pockets are actually quite loose. They've actually got some decent expansion to them. They're not like super tight. So I'm gonna throw my pens in those little 2 pen sleeves, sunglasses in a case, AirPods, and my notebook will not fit. So it looks like my notebooks and Kindle will not be joining this one, guys. Thank you for your service. And for the key loop, I actually like the solution. First reason why is that it's made by Duraflex, and they make some of the best hardware in the game. But the other reason is the ease of unclipping this guy right here, making it easier to take your keys off. And also, there's a decent like leash. It's not super tight, which makes it easier to actually like leave your keys on and open and close whatever door you may be entering or leaving. And boom, fully packed out. And I gotta tell you, if you're still here watching this, there's a good chance that you are a bag nerd, or maybe you're a member of the carry community, or maybe you just really like my channel and you just like to watch my reviews. If so, much appreciated. But I wanna let you know, like, if bags are your thing, you'll be smitten to find out that we don't just have a YouTube channel here at Nomads Nation, we also have a world-class newsletter that we send out multiple times a month. We call it the Nomads Nation newsletter. Creative. And in that newsletter, I just kind of bring you into the depths of the carry industry. I show you the limited edition drops that are happening, the new releases from the smallest brands to the biggest brands, all these amazing bag brands. Like, it's crazy what they're doing. It's crazy how many cool bags are out there. And to get an insider look at what's happening, be sure to sign up by finding this emoji in the description below. I hope to see you in your inbox. Okay, let's talk about the overall pros and the cons of the Bellroy Tokyo Messenger Bag 14-inch. Pro number 1 is its gorgeous aesthetic. Pro number 2 is the impressive capacity of the 2 front pockets. And pro number 3 is it's a very satisfying user experience. And I forgot to mention, these structured parts at the top of the Messenger are actually magnetic as well. It's this magnet, it's just a really nice, simple, but satisfying user experience. But on the flip side, I got some cons, and I'm gonna tell them to you at this very moment in time. Con number 1 is while this magnet can be extremely satisfying, also sometimes it could be a to open and to close. Con number 2 is it's not the most padded laptop compartment that I've ever seen. And con number 3 is the price tag. I think that it's a little ambitious of a price point at $228 for this messenger. I'm not an expert, just an opinion. But if you're still here and you're like, Aaron, shut the F up about the price. It's perfect. I'm getting one. And you're gonna make a purchase. Just a reminder that we do ask that you do so using the first link in the description below. Thank you very much. But if you're not quite sold, yeah, these other guys. Let's talk about them. And you've had your moment. Be gone. Love you, boo. All right, we got 1, 2, 3 options. Alternative recommendation number 1 is gonna be this guy, is the Aer Commuter Brief 2. Great option for you if you're looking for a businessy sort of messenger / brief, but you want a bit more laptop protection. This guy's got some nice laptop protection. And to learn more about everything about this bag, check the description below and you'll find a link to our full review. Alternative recommendation number 2 is gonna be the Bellroy Via Work Bag. Great option for you if you are like, I like Bellroy, but that price tag is just a bit too much for me. This guy's like 50% cheaper, and it's still a really nice messenger. Beautiful materials, still got some great quick access. I love this bag. And to find out why, just check the description and we did a full review and it's linked down there. And my third and final recommendation is this guy right here, the Alpaca Tech Brief Pro. Great option for you if you're like, I'm thinking about getting a messenger, but I never actually had one before. And I wish it could magically turn into a backpack. Well, this guy can. That's right. The shoulder straps are hidden behind this little panel right here, and you can go ahead and pop them into place. Then you can go into backpack mode or messenger mode or brief mode. It's a very cool 3-in-1. And we did a full review, which you can watch right here. If you got any questions about any bags, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Aaron. This is Nomads Nation, and we'll catch you next time.